dip, I dive. When I dive, I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. Come on.
It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Jon Sciambi and Chris Singleton on the call. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And starting this one, Kevin Gausman.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Ready to go here in Game 1. Mookie Betts will get us started. Outside. So we're underway in Game 1 of the World Series. The 1-0. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Turns and fires to Betts. Betts swings and drives one. This one's well struck, and that one hops the wall. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And that misses. 1-0.
Oh, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in to score from second. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Freddie Freeman, the next to hit, and that one is downstairs, and that is ball one. In there at the knees for a strike.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark.
Line drive, base hit. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
That one ripped. This one's got a chance. Stretches out and hauls it in. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they lead by 2.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Will Smith to the plate. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Gausman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. And another ball. On the ground to third, and it stays fair. It's in and out of his glove. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Max Muncy at the dish. Big time power. Line drive caught. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
Andy Pajas stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And the 1-0. Fought off foul. Next pitch is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one fouled off. 2-2. In the air, right field. Springer squeezes it, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Blue Jays coming up.
You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed.
And we're back. And today on the hill, Blake Snell. What do we need to know here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Bottom of the first, here's George Springer. There's a swing and a miss. Springer with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Foul ball, still 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off.
It's always an exciting day at the ballpark when you have a pitcher as good as Blake Snell on the mound. I mean, this lineup is dealing with a 6'4" lefty that does a great job of missing bats and has a variety of pitches that can beat you. Snell is tall, he can throw heat, and he's the type of pitcher that loves to throw his best stuff as much as possible, which includes a nasty curveball.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer. First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
So now 1 and 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing across here this half. We move to the second in Toronto. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Jays nothing. Game 1 of the World Series. And here is Michael Conforto. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful, because he can hit it a long way.
Fires over to Guerrero. 1 up, 1 down. Digging in, Hesung Kim. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2. That pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And next for LA, Mookie Betts. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Man at first, 1 away.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Relay to second. Not in time. It's a double.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
2 on, 1 out. And here comes Tommy Edman. Golden opportunity right here. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
1 strike.
And there's a ball. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boo. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you. It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 1 out. That one missed. Fouls 1 away, and now 3 and 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Home Hits it in on the run. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a foul ball. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Freeman hits it in the air. Santander right there to make the grab. And that is that. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the second. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And next is the designated hitter, Will Wagner. And there's a foul ball. Snell, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a slider. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Line drive. And he makes the grab. Out number 2.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Alejandro Kirk at the plate and takes high there. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it falls. So 2 down. Here's Andres Gimenez. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to, being the superstar player in this lineup. They are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 1 left for Toronto. They trail things here 2-0. Back now in Toronto. Now here is Teoscar Hernandez. Gausman back to work. Hernandez getting the start in left. 32 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. That's in there, and it's a ball and a strike. Swung on, belted. And it one-hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. The batter now will be Will Smith. And takes low for ball one.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Santander moving back for it. And it's off the wall. The run comes in from second, in there safely.
Comes through with the RBI. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. And a swing and a miss there.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
One on, nobody out, a run in here in game one of the World Series. On the ground right side. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue. And they put the tag on him for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
In the air to left center. Varsho after it. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they lead by 4.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough. And that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Grounded out his first time. That one pushed to the left and foul. And it finds its way through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. That's out number 3. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Jays nothing. As we go to the last of the third, here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. There's a strike. Snell ready to fire now. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Edman in position. Makes the catch for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Dalton Varsho, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Right through there for a strike.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And the lefty kicks, delivers. Hit in the air, right field. Pages makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So the batting order turns over, and the batter is George Springer. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that is out of play. Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a miss. Blake Snell with the strikeout. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 4-0. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Betts. That one fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Line drive, short hop to third. In plenty of time to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Tommy Edman at the plate. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And that's in there at the knees.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Late with the swing there.
No ball. Straight.
And that misses off the outside edge.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Ground ball could be 2. 1 and 2nd. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 4 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, these Jays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by-pitch to lead off the inning. Anthony Santander at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Double play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Bichette gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Stays alive. And a ground ball to first. Nice stop. The feed for 1. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
2 down, bases empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Close, but called the ball. And it's 1-0. Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
1 strike.
And misses inside. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The changeup missing. And that's ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail it here 4-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Ryan Burr.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Hernandez in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. That's a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 1 of the World Series. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Santander makes the grab, 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Here's Muncy to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Outside, movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Nick Sandlin getting loose out there. Rodriguez getting loose as well. That one missing inside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's down and in. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pages. Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Bichette whips it to first. And that will end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. Game 1 of the World Series. At the plate, Will Wagner. There's a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
No ball. Strike.
Struck him out looking.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And now Alejandro Kirk. And he's already singled in this game. In the air, right side. Pages makes the grab for the second out. Two down, bases empty. Now Andres Jimenez struck out looking his first time. And that's in for a strike. The Dodgers leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is downstairs. And there's a ball. That one not close. And the count is 3-1. And that one finds its way through. And they had their first hit since the second inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. He's 0 for 1. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Blue Jays held in check. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Michael Conforto. Burr, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. Burr back to work. Up and in, 1-0. Movement in the bullpen, Nick Sandlin up and throwing. Way high there. And the count now 2-0. And another ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Man at first, nobody out. And stepping in is the speedy Ha-Seong Kim. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Varsho. And out number 1 on the grab. Back to the top of the lineup, Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Grounded to third, could be 2. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Tommy Edman now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Makes the grab on the run. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. He's in on the sac fly, and it's now a 6-run lead.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Next to the dish is Freddie. 1 for 3. Up and in, and that is ball 1. Betts leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Varsho makes the grab, and that'll do it. No hits, but an error to walk lead to a run. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Jays nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Flied to right his first time. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Towards first, and that's just foul. Rips that one center field. Takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball is outside.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Fly ball to right. Pages makes the grab. 2 down. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Ripped on a line. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Sandlin.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Well struck right field. Springer drop step going back onto the track. And he makes the catch.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball and just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Will Smith digs in now. There's a strike.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next offering in the dirt. And the count 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The Dodgers up big in this one here in the late stages of game 1. That's towards center. Varsho after it. 2 away now. Here comes Max Muncy. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Muncy hits one in the air. Santander sizing this one up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back now in Toronto, set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. That one pushed foul. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So a man at first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Gets the call, and it's 0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's inside. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's one gone. So up next, Will Wagner. And ball 1. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here in game 1 of the World Series.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Double play ball to second. There's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Swanson.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And now the right fielder, Andy Pages. First offering, and it just misses. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Nabs it, and there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Conforto in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Okay.
Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hard hit, right side. Guerrero takes it himself, and a couple of quick outs. So 2 down now. And here is Hae-Sung Kim. That clips the corner. Ball one there. That one hammered center field. Varsho moving back for it. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Pages tracks it down for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Andres Jimenez will hit next. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Over to first, and they got him. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1 and 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Grounds one to short. Betts. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
2 outs, runner at first. Dalton Varsho, the next to hit. And that's in there for strike one. And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss. Out number 3. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Jays nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Nance.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Springer there makes the catch, and there's one down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. That catches the corner. Activity in the bullpen. Yariel Rodriguez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The Dodgers up big in this one here in the late stages of game 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And George makes the grab. 2 outs, base is empty. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Nance, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. In the air, left field. Santander under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's George Springer to start it off.
Unless things start to change, the pressure tomorrow is really going to be on this home side. You can afford to lose game 1, but you can't go down 0-2 at home. So they'll need to forget about this one quickly.
Foul ball.
Hey! Oh, shit.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 down. So digging in, Bo Bichette. A little bit high maybe. Ball 1. Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now here is Anthony Santander. That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And they'll do it again. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up here in Game 1 of the World Series. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Bichette around third and headed home. He will score. Hernandez quickly throws it in. And the lead runner puts on the brakes at second. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Here's a high chopper, and that's a foul ball. Here's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Pages puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. One out left for the Blue Jays. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Santander stands at second with 2 gone. And that's outside.
1-1.
They're down to their final strike.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One strike away from securing Game 1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that is the ball game.
Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best, knowing that if I don't bring it today, we could lose. And nobody likes to lose, especially when you work this hard to play at this level. Nice win today.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
6-1 is your final here today. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Grateful as ever, 'cause it's a privilege.